Hello viewers and welcome to Unicorp's HANA features demonstration video. Myself Shivam Manod, working as business analyst with Unicorps. In this video we'll be discussing some of the HANA features like the dashboard and advanced dashboards, pervasive and interactive analysis, enterprise search, intelligent forecast, delivery schedule management, available to promise, and cash flow forecast. We will focus on the dashboard and advanced dashboard which is available to you in the standard SAP Business One for HANA. So here you can see on my screen, this is the SAP Business One HANA dashboard, which is a group of different type of KPIs which we call the key performance indicators, which provide you different sort of a particular information on different sort of processes which goes on into your organization and a crisp value at what particular position your process is standing at. And again, there are certain combinations of different graph charts also. You can see different type of graphs, also pictorial representations of information is also available to you in different particular formats. Also, if I talk on the KPIs, so you can see we have receivable overdues, we have payable overdues, your vendor liability aging, inventory values in your different warehouses, total sales amount which can be configured according to different months, different quarters, or for a particular half by year or particular year. So accordingly, all these different sort of analysis in later stage also I'll explain you how these KPIs as well as these different dashboards can also be created in the SAP Business One itself. And again, as I told you, for different pictorial representation of data on the analysis part, you can see these different graph charts. What are my top 5 customers, what are my best selling items, revenue versus gross profit, inventory turnover by warehouse, YTD sales. You can see on these different manners all these different sort of reportings also through the dashboard level itself I can receive. If I talk of another KPI which is an indicator KPI, you can see we have different sort of indicator KPIs also, which updates you on the transaction scenarios under different modules. So you can see I have my open AR invoices. It's showing me how many open AR invoices, sales invoices I have, for which I have not created a particular incoming payment till now. The payment is still pending from my customer's end. So I can click on this particular open AR invoice and the complete details of those particular invoice which are still open yet not processed for further incoming payment. You can see those complete list of information is available to me. I can directly click here on the golden arrow and I can directly navigate into that particular invoice here itself from my dashboard itself. So in this particular manner, you can see I can create the complete dashboard in the SAP Business One system. We have certain workflow managements also. So standard SAP provides you different workflow charts also. For example, a purchasing process, you can see starting from purchase request to a purchase order, further to a GRN, to an AP invoice, further to an outgoing payment. You can see that complete charts according to different processes. If I talk on sales process, so you can see starting from a sales quotation to an order to delivery, further to invoicing and to the incoming payment part. So these different sort of analysis I can directly perform from my chart itself. And again, I can directly click on the sales order also, and I can directly navigate into the particular transaction screen. And I can create my orders or quotation directly from my dashboard level. And then different sort of reports also. So if I talk on the standard reports which are available to me in the SAP Business One, at any point of time, I can just navigate into those particular reports. If I talk on back order sales analysis report, so these different sort of reports also I can directly generate from the dashboard level. So these are some parts of the dashboards which are available to me. If I talk on the advanced level dashboard, so if I navigate into my CRM, here you can see under the CRM module, here you can see we have a customer 360 available. So customer 360 is again a combination of multiple KPIs as well as dashboards which help us to create an advanced dashboard in the SAP Business One. So you can see under the customer 360 we have total sales amount which we can preview every particular customer wise. We have a filter option available here from where you can select your particular business partner. The complete list of your customers will be available to you, where you can select your customers and you can drill down into different information on total sales, what are the gross profits, revenue versus gross profits, and you can see the different sort of informations I can retrieve. Even if I talk on the sales part, so what are the different total sales amount I have performed with that particular customer, what is my gross profits, top 5 best selling items that this particular customer is interested in, how many open sales orders are there in respect to this particular customer. Even if I talk on the order fulfillment part, so you can see on time delivery rate, what is the number of open deliveries I have for that particular customer, how many open amount of deliveries or the total amount of the open deliveries, as well as the receivable part also. So what is the credit limit deviation if we have applied any sort of credit limit to that particular business partner. So I can preview those related information also through my advanced level of dashboard. Now let's focus on pervasive and interactive analysis that we can perform with the SAP Business One. So once I come to the SAP Business One, at the top you can see we have a pervasive analytics tool option available. So what SAP did here, they provided a particular tool to their end users so that the end users can also create different sort of KPIs, dashboards and advanced dashboard on their day-to-day level and day-to-day processes according to their need, without any hands-on or any sort of codings or any sort of different sort of structuring language which is required. So just a drag and drop functionality, and according to that they can create their KPIs and dashboards directly through the Pervasive Analytics in the SAP Business One. So if I talk on the KPIs, so you can see numerous different KPIs are provided by standard to you in the SAP, as well as the different sort of dashboards are also available, as well as certain advanced dashboards are also available to you. At any point of time, if a user wants to create their own dashboard, they can just click on new dashboard and they can directly navigate to the dashboard designer. From here, under the base data source, just as to create different sort of analysis, I need certain data. So whatever transactions I performed in the SAP, according to those transactions, I can fetch that data in just a particular single click. So if I click on the invoice details here, so you will see all the different sort of invoices which I have made in the system. All that complete data is available to me. So if I click on OK, now the complete data is divided into different measures as well as different dimensions. For example, I am a user from a sales department of a particular organization. So I want to preview the gross profits according to different customer wise. So you can see I can accordingly drag and drop gross profits, and from the dimensions I can select the business partner name. Now you will see in just a fraction of a second my complete dashboard has been created. At the bottom you can see there are different sort of names of my customers and the total level of gross profit which I have attained from them, that value is available to me. Accordingly, if I want to enter any sort of filters and parameters, easily I can add those too. So here under the document dates you can see I have year and week, year and month, year and quarter, document week. So you can see if I want to view the gross profits according to year wise, so you can see all different year, I can select 2021, I can add, and accordingly that complete information is updated according to that particular year. Plus I have different sort of pictorial representations. I can select line chart, I can select my personal favorite is pie chart with complete color coding as well as different percentage available. If you want a simpler format, you can also select the complete table chart where every particular business partner wise that complete information is bifurcated, and you can directly copy paste this information to a mail or an Excel. So moving forward, we have another very important tool which is called the Excel report and interactive analysis. So here you can see if I navigate to the Excel report and interactive analysis, what SAP did here, they integrated Microsoft Excel directly with SAP HANA database at the background. So if at any point of time the end users in an organization wants to create their different reports, their different pivot tables and charts, so they don't need to copy paste those data manually on the Excel sheets. They can directly create those sheets from the SAP Business One. So if I click, for example, if I click on the purchase analysis report, so you will see in real time my Excel report with different pivot tables and charts open here. So here you can see on the right corner I have different fields through which I can perform the complete filtrations, permutation and combinations, and I can create my report. Plus at the bottom you can see I have the options according to filters, legions, values, access. So on the basis of these I can create any sort of reports as per my requirement. So you can see if I click on net purchase amount, so the total purchases and the total say purchase invoices, AP invoices which I created in the SAP Business One, the total amount is available to me. If I move forward at the bottom, if I click on the business partner, you can see that complete total amount is now bifurcated according to different vendor wise from which vendor I purchase what sort of goods. Further, if I want to navigate according to document year wise, so if I want to see every particular year wise what purchases I have done, you can see I can bifurcate that value also. So in this particular manner you can see we can create all our pivot charts and pivot tables directly with the help in the SAP Business One through the interactive analysis reports. Now let's further look into features like enterprise search and intelligent forecast in SAP Business One for HANA. So here you can see I come back to my SAP Business One HANA dashboard. At the top you can see we have a magnifying glass available. So I can just click on the magnifying glass option here and you can see I have this enterprise search box available. Similar to in the day-to-day activities, when we want to search something, we navigate to different search engines on our web page. We just open google.com and we search in different sort of phases, whatever information we require. So accordingly in SAP Business One also for the enterprise search, you can just enter any sort of terminology, whether I talk about any sort of SKU, any item code, business partner code, any names, any serial number, batch number, and whatever information is related to that particular term is available in SAP Business One. It will showcase you under the enterprise search itself. So for example, if I type here parameter and I press enter, so whatever information is stored in the SAP Business One related to the parameters, you can see the complete search analysis will be available to you here, and all those different transactions. For here you can see I have a customer name parameter technologies. So the different type of activities which I have created for them, credit memos, invoices, deliveries, orders, quotations, service calls, opportunities, incoming payments. So these different sort of transactions, whether any sort of, or any customer or any sort of business partner or any vendor. So you can see that complete information is available to you under the enterprise search itself. You can also use it as a report. So if I click on the sales order, I remove under the status, I remove the checkbox of closed. So you can see this is the list of all the open sales order for my particular customer. So here you can see I can also, by just hovering my mouse over that particular information, that item, quantity, unit price, discounts, line total, everything is also available to me. I can just click on the sales order also, and accordingly I can directly navigate to those particular orders also directly in the system itself. So in this way you can see through the enterprise search we can perform different sort of reportings and analysis directly under one particular window. Now moving on, if we talk on the intelligent forecast option, so if I navigate into the menu under my material requirement planning module, so under the forecast we have another option available called the intelligent forecast. So if I create a sample forecast here, and at the bottom if I click on the generate forecast, I have an intelligent forecast option which is available for the SAP Business One HANA. So once I click on the intelligent forecast, so on the basis on the trends, so in the particular format, when for a particular item, based on your past sales through an order, through a delivery or through an invoice, system automatically recommends you that what particular quantity you require in the upcoming future, and generates an automatic forecast for you to process and fulfill your inventory to complete those particular demands which can land in the future. So you can see under the intelligent forecast we have different options available: item wise, preferred vendors wise, default warehouse wise. On these three different grounds we can perform the intelligent forecast. I can select my particular item or particular warehouse for which I am performing this particular intelligent forecast, and accordingly on the basis on sales order, on the basis of delivery, or on the basis of invoices, I can generate my forecast directly from the SAP Business One itself. So on this particular ground, according to the different items for which I have set up this warehouse as a default warehouse, and on the basis on the sales order in the past 1 month, so you can see that complete orders, all those different list of items is available to me. So what was the item, what is the warehouse, what was the particular month, the total sales which I have performed for this particular item, you can see that complete forecast is available to me. And accordingly it can help me according to the period which I took for 1 month, for 3, for a particular quarter, or for a particular year. Accordingly it will suggest me those particular information, that forecast that I need to create, and will project the future trend based on the past trends. So in this particular manner you can see we can create different intelligent forecast also. We can receive the recommendations also from the SAP Business One system itself. Now let's focus on delivery schedule management and available to promise with SAP Business One for HANA. So under the standard SAP Business One, once I move to the inventory master data, in the item master data itself, I can navigate to a particular item. For example, have an item called core CPU. For the complete inventory part, so you can see for this particular product wise, we can see the available in stock, committed, ordered, available quantity for every particular warehouse wise for a particular product. If I right click on the inventory master data, at the bottom you will see available to promise. Available to promise gives you the complete glance of the particular product's inventory, where it is ordered, how many quantities are committed, and what exactly is available. So in just a glance, you receive a complete view of where different sort of quantities are being ordered, as well as what different quantities are committed in the system itself. Similarly, even once creating a sales order, so if I go back to the sales module under my sales order, so under the sales order itself, once I create a particular, I choose my particular customer, I enter my product here. So for once I'm creating an order here itself, on the order level, I can right click and I can go to the available to promise. Under the available to promise, here you can see on the order level itself, you can receive the complete reporting that what product you have, and accordingly you can schedule multiple quantities of the total quantity which you have to deliver under that order. So for example, if I'm delivering 1000 quantities, I can schedule 500 quantities for the upcoming week, next 500 quantities in the next month's first week. So accordingly we can easily bifurcate that complete delivery through the available to promise module. And similarly for the reporting part itself, at the top you can see we have the complete available to promise check. Similarly, in the available to promise check, I can easily enter the particular item for which I am planning. So I can enter my complete item here. So you can see the Quad-Core CPU, accordingly my all warehouses are available here. So in that pass, you can see I can check against the required quantity, what is the exact required quantity which I have available for that particular item. In that particular perspective also, I can receive that the available quantity, the required quantity is around 1385. So that I'm shortfall, according to my orders, I'm shortfall of 1385 quantities. If I want to check against what is confirmed, what available quantities I have to fulfill my order, so you can see I have around 100 quantities which I can fulfill my order with the 100 quantities which I have available in my inventory. So in that particular order again, so if I go to a particular purchase order, if I enter into a purchase order and I select my particular supplier here and then I paste my item, so you will see that automatically the 1385 quantity which is shortfall to fulfill my sales order, that is automatically picked by SAP Business One. So in this particular perspective, you can see that available to promise helps us to plan as well as divide the delivery of the particular quantity as well as per the availability of the items in our warehouse, and when that particular through a purchase order and through a GRN, when that particular order will be available to fulfill. And again, a very important tool which we have is the delivery schedule management. So every particular product wise, if I select my particular product here and I can select my particular finished goods warehouse, so you can see the different sales orders which are in line to fulfill this. You can see that complete what is the confirmed quantity, what is the unconfirmed quantity for me, what is the delivery date for this particular order. That complete aspect is available to me. So according to different margins and different analysis, I can easily schedule these particular orders. I can easily drag and drop that what is the top priority order, how much quantity, when I need to fulfill this particular quantity, do I need to decrease the quantity of any other sales order so I can fulfill this particular quantity. So in that particular aspect, you can see I can perform that complete analysis in the system itself. And as well as through the analysis of the on the basis on the delivery date, BP priority, document amount, on these three different type of aspects, I can perform my complete delivery schedule management directly from the SAP. As well as you can receive and complete inventory status also, the complete reporting from here itself also, instead of going into the item master on the sales order level, directly on the dashboard level itself, every product wise we can receive the complete inventory status report for the available to promise. Finally, let's focus on cash flow forecast, which can be done in SAP Business One for HANA. Once I move into my system, at the top you can see we have this cash flow forecast available. Once I click on the cash flow forecast option, you can see we can perform the complete cash flow forecast through the standard SAP Business One. So under the configurations part, you can see we have different dimensions where we can perform the configuration for the measures through the outgoing cash as well as outgoing transaction, through incoming cash and incoming transaction, opening balances, expense forecast, sales forecast, add closing balances. So all these different checkboxes are available to you as measures which you want to add into your cash flow forecast or not as per your company's profile. So according to the complete process, under the criterias also you can add the recurring postings, recurring transactions which you have created in SAP, blanket agreements, journal vouchers, draft documents, any sort of delays in payment. Those particular delay payment also can be associated in this particular analysis. So from those parts you can see we can easily perform our complete cash flow forecast. In accordance to that, there are certain certainty levels also. So if I click on this button, so you can see we have the complete setting for the certainty levels also. So according to the different incoming and outgoing documents, all my transaction documents here you can see are available. So I can bring those particular documents for the certainty part. So I can perform a better sort of complete cash flow forecast from the system itself. And easily I can drag and drop here in the certainty levels according to my transaction documents, which I believe has a better chances that payments will come as soon as possible, so that I can plan my future payments which I have to release, stocks which I need to buy, and the complete monetary management which I need to perform from the system. I can directly perform from the cash flow forecast here itself. And accordingly, once the complete planning is done, I can export this complete data in an Excel format. And once I click on the export option, so on the desktop, I can easily save this particular view. And once I save this particular view on my particular dashboard itself, I can easily transfer to that particular dashboard, and I can open that particular view here itself. Then complete information related to the forecast itself. You can see what are the objectives, what are the documents, what is the opening balance, what is the incoming amount, what is the outgoing amount. In that particular aspect, you can see that complete analysis is available to me in the system itself. So in this manner, you can see we can perform that complete cash flow forecast also in the standard SAP Business One for HANA.